Welcome back. In this video, we are discussing about the anatomy or internal structure of ecosystem, which is also known as horsetail fern or scoring rushes. The internal structure of internodes, nodes and rhizomes and roots differ each other. So first we have to study the anatomy of internodes. The transverse section or TS of internode is wavy in outline, and this is due to the presence of ridges and grooves present in it. TS shows different parts. The internode has an outer layer of epidermis, mainly protective in function. Inner to the epidermis, cortex is present. Inner to the cortex, endodermis. Then pericycle, stellar region and hollow pith is also present. It's a picture showing ecosystem internodes. So TS is wavy in outline due to the presence of ridges and grooves. So the internodes is surrounded by a single layer of epidermis, which is mainly protective in function. The epidermis cells are deposited with silica on its outer wall as well as radial wall. The epidermis is interrupted by sunken stomata that is usually seen below the grooves. The stomatal apparatus consists of 4 cells which are arranged in 2 tiers. The lower tiers consist of guard cells while upper tiers consist of subsidiary cells or accessory cells. It's a picture showing single layer of epidermis coated with silica. Stomatal apparatus is mainly seen below the grooves. Stomatal apparatus consists of accessory cells and guard cells. Inner to the epidermis, cortex is present, which is in turn divided into outer and inner cortex. Outer cortex is made up of sclerenchyma, which is multi-layered below the ridges, while 1 or 2 layered below the grooves. Below the sclerenchyma, chlorenchyma is also present. Inner cortex is mainly made up of thin-walled parenchyma cells. In the inner cortex, beneath the furrows, a large cavity is present and that is known as follicular canal, which are schizogenously formed. These follicular cells or canals are continuous in internodes. I repeat, follicular canals are canals or cavity that is seen in the inner cortex below the furrows, which are schizogenously formed and are continuous in internodes. Main function of follicular canals are it stores air in it. So as a result, it forms an aerating system of the ecosystem. Here's the epidermis. Below the epidermis, multi-layered sclerenchymatous hypodermis is present, but below the grooves, 1 or bilayered sclerenchyma. Inner to the sclerenchyma, chlorenchyma is present. Inner to the chlorenchyma, parenchymatous inner cortex is present. In the inner cortex, a large cavity or canal is present below the grooves, and that is known as follicular canal, which stores air in it. So the main function is it forms an aerating system in ecosystem. It's a picture showing sclerenchymatous hypodermis, chlorenchymatous band, parenchymatous inner cortex and follicular canal. Below the cortex, a single layer of endodermis is present. It may be bilayered also. Single layered endodermis is usually a primitive nature, is mainly seen in Ecosystem avens, Ecosystem palustri and Telmecia, while bilayered endodermis is an advanced character mainly seen in Ecosystem debile and Ecosystem hyemale. Below the endodermis, a single layer of pericycle is also present. Inner to the pericycle, stellar region is present. The stele is mainly siphonostele. It consists of a ring of vascular bundles that is seen around the pith. Vascular bundles are usually seen below the ridges, and number of vascular bundles corresponds to the number of ridges. Moreover, the adjacent vascular bundles are separated by a large parenchymatous zone, and each vascular bundle is conjoined, collateral as well as enda in nature. Cambium is usually absent. Xylem and phloem is also present. So picture showing stellar region, bilayered endodermis, inner to the endodermis pedicycle is present. Stellar region, that is vascular bundles, is usually seen below the ridges. So a ring of vascular bundle is present. And as is xylem. Xylem is poorly developed in hydrophytic plants. Consists of protoxylem and metaxylem. Protoxylem is mainly made up of annular and spiral thickening, while metaxylem is made up of scalariform, reticulate or pitted type of thickenings. At maturity, the protoxylem will disintegrate and form a cavity or lacunae called carinal canal. I repeat, carinal canal is a protoxylem lacunae which is formed by the disintegration of protoxylem during maturity. And main function of carinal canal is it is filled with water, so it helps in the conduction of water. Metaxylem is also present, made up of scalariform, reticulate or pitted type of thickening. Here is the phloem. Here is the metaxylem. Protoxylem disintegrate to form the carinal canal, which shows water in it. And next is phloem. Phloem is well developed, consists of phloem parenchyma and seed tubes. A large hollow pith is present at the center of internodes. So, the internal structure of ecdysium is very much peculiar because it shows both xerophytic as well as hydrophytic features. So, what are the xerophytic features of internodes? This includes presence of ridges and grooves, epidermal cells with silicate deposition, presence of sunken stomata, presence of well-developed sclerenchymatous hypodermis, presence of reduced scale leaves, photosynthetic aerial shoots, and well-developed vascular cylinder. The major hydrophytic features are well-developed aerating systems such as follicular canal and hollow pith, presence of reduced xylem. And next is anatomy of the node. It differs from internodes in certain characters. In the case of nodes, the pith is not hollow, it is solid and is known as nodal diaphragm. I repeat, in the case of nodes, the pith is not hollow and it is solid in nature and it is known as nodal diaphragm. Follicular canals and carinal canals are also absent in nodes. Moreover, the vascular bundles of the nodal region fuse together to form a vascular cylinder around the nodal diaphragm or pith. Leaf traces and branch traces are also present at the nodes. Regarding the vascular trace of nodes, each vascular bundle trifurcates or divides into three parts. The middle branch enters into the scale leaves, while the two lateral branches moves into the vascular bundles of the internodes. It's a picture showing the vascular trace, three median trace, middle trace moves to the scale leaves, while lateral trace moves to the internodes. And this is the anatomy of rhizome. It is just like the aerial shoot or internodes, but it differs in certain characters such as absence of stomata, less amount of sclerenchyma in the cortex. Moreover, the follicular, carinal canals and central canals are usually narrow in the case of rhizome. All other characters are exactly like that of internodes. And as this anatomy of the root, It is divided into mainly 4 parts: epidermis, cortex, endodermis, and stela region. It is usually absent. It's a picture showing the tiers of ecosystem. Root. Outermost layer is epidermis, single layered. Root hair is present. Below the epidermis, hypodermis made up of sclerenchyma. Inner cortex made up of parenchyma. Bilayered endodermis is present. Pericycle is also present. Teeth absent. Metaxylem towards the center and protoxylem towards the periphery. That is, stele is protostele. Xylem surrounded by phloem. So, the outermost layer epidermis made up of thin walled cells. Main function is protection. Root hairs is present. Inner to the epidermis, cortex divided into sclerenchymatous outer cortex and parenchymatous inner cortex. Cortex ends in a 2-layered endodermis. Outer layer is made up of large-sized cells and possesses Casparian thickening, while inner layer is made up of small-sized cells and without Casparian bands. Stele is protostele in nature. Diarch to head-sac xylem present. Metaxylem seen at the center. Protoxylem towards outside. Pith is usually absent. Moving to the apical growth of root and shoot. First is apical growth of the shoot or stem. And it is due to the activity of a large pyramidal apical cell which has 3 cutting faces. The apical cell divides anticlinally to form upper and lower cells. The upper cells forms the node while the lower cells forms the internode. Regarding the apical growth of root, it is due to the activity of large pyramidal apical cells which has 4 cutting faces. In the case of stem, it has only 3 cutting faces, while in the case of root, the apical cell has having 4 cutting faces. The cells of the 3 faces forming epidermis, cortex and stele, while cells of the 4th phase forms the root cap. That's all. Thank you.